Why hello all of you beautiful people on the internet and my little minions. It's your hypnogod Fredly here, and just recently ventured off to the castle, did some stuff, and overall had a lot of fun. Like for example, T-posing stormtroopers at Disneyland.
This guy's resistance.
Your allegiance should be with the First Order. Be careful, citizen. There. Go on. You are dismissed. You enjoy your day now. Not while we're on patrol. Let's calm down.
Of course, every single human being on this planet needs a break, but what you don't need a break from is to continuously become even better than before. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, gee, Fred, how the hell do you get so damn good at your craft? Well, it's quite simple. I do little breakdowns, and of course, here's literally what goes on in my head every single time I review some footage of me doing a performance in some way, shape, or form. That's crap. That's stupid. Your mother was a hamster and your father is a duck. Why the hell did you do that? More or less, that's basically what goes on in my head, and I pretty much think everything I do is crap. But just to really give you a better insight of what I do, I'm going to be going over an old video of mine. I don't think any of you probably seen it for right reasons. And it's the transitional phase between high school, college. This is a pretty interesting act. Definitely something you probably haven't seen anywhere else. So take a look and you'll see how I break it down bit by bit. Enjoy as I destroy myself in front of your very eyes. That bow though, awkwardest. Also, this is more of a, I don't know what the hell the music choice was, but I guess because of in terms of the stuff that I have there, if you look at the stand, it's very, I guess what most white folk call it, oriental. So I guess it's to fit the theme. Attire-wise, not so much, because as you notice with my style, if you followed me from my magician heydays, it's very guerrilla slash, prison workout-esque. You just make do with what you got, and those were just hand-me-downs. So yeah, doing magic with hand-me-downs is what you saw me do most of the time. Let's continue. Okay. God, this is awful. Movement-wise, still pretty awkward. I did take theatrical movement-based classes in college, so obviously that's gotten a lot better, and just letting that awkwardness go. Still was pretty self-conscious then, as any introvert out there would still say they're still awkward as hell now. Nothing new, nothing different. Could be a lot more graceful. I mean, again, costume is everything, especially with music. So, from a theatrical standpoint, this is a hodgepodge of but the magic is pretty cool because I did have my dad's genetics of being able to break stuff down, analyze, put things together. Mind of an engineer, but used in entertainment rather than creating weapons of mass destruction. Let's continue. Please don't question the hair, it's a phase. Yeah, the applause cues weren't quite. Yeah, you'll see it throughout. Well, that was clean. Overall, that was clean as hell, that last vanish, but it got in no way. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that was literally the hankies that, people that consider themselves thug life and also Ricardo would wear. So it's not ideal because of how thick the material is. So if I did that with a silk per se, it's a little smoother. But what can I say? High school, you can't really afford crap at all. Anyway. Okay. From an audience standpoint, crazy stuff just happened. But obviously this is in this case what's called a triple fan production sequence. So go from one hand to two to three. It's boom, boom, boom. This was just boom and then cluster. Basically what you saw there. So till this day, I still hate that portion. But in terms of execution, at least it wasn't as bad as it could have been. If I honestly want to recreate this act, I still wouldn't, because it's a lot of setup, and yeah, it'd be way too much work than what it's worth. For me, that is. And, you know, because it's a stage piece, there are only certain conditions where you can perform it at, because stage, yeah, so on. And I prefer freedom and being able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and that's why I kind of do the things that I do now. And for me, hypnosis is real magic. Despite how much I love the magical arts, hypnosis is still pretty damn cool, and you can see a lot of change and do a lot of good with it. While magic does have its moments in enriching people's lives, I think, with hypnosis, and that's why I'm making this channel and educating the general public, that hypnosis can be used to do much greater things. And you're getting a bang for your buck, to be honest, to have not just entertainment, but also have change work, especially, you know, corporations that are booking me nowadays, more so than in the past, understand that you can get an edge in the competition production-wise compared to if you have a boring speaker come up to your group, your conference room that you book out, and bore them to sleep and not really get much out of it. You're only going to get like a handful, maybe one or two people walking away with something special. So tangent aside and humble brag aside in terms of the things that I do, let's continue with this cringe fest. That color change though, cringe way to do it. Don't bow before doing a major move. I mean, if you're a magician watching, this is extremely valuable stuff, and you can see why other magicians come to me to consult for their work, because I see crap. And I know crap when I see crap, and I make sure you don't do crap ever again. So, prime example of what not to do, even though if you're technically gifted, not what to do. I know coming up this is going to be even, you'll see how cringe this is. That end pose though, exquisite if I don't say so myself. Okay, yeah, obviously There's a lot of little nuggets and bits. Oh, let's hear the applause. How much applause I got from this crap. Yeah, no matter what you do in magic, the great thing about it is people still applaud as long as you don't do anything obviously stupid. So, lessons learned here. Don't stall. There's a lot of stall moments there in terms of getting to that point in time, in terms of certain tracks. Obviously, other acts that I do any music-based acts are very punctual in that regard. Personally, I hate acts that are very punctual like that. More of my stuff is a little more freeform, so I have certain key moments where it's like, bam, impact point. Then from the rest, I can do whatever I want, have freedom, interact with people, talk to you guys. In the case of just music-based acts like this, it's just, you're not directly talking to them, because trying to talk over the music with a headset microphone is a bit iffy, personally. There are some people that do it, and I'm like, why? But you can still connect with the audience. You can still talk to audience members through just body language and gestures and facial expressions and all that fun stuff. I don't really have much facial expressions because I'm deadpan most of the time. But every once in a while, when something does come up, it's involuntary. And more often than not, sarcastic. Emphasis on more often than not. So that's all that stuff in a nutshell. And some of you may enjoy seeing people cringe on camera. Others will be like, well, this isn't really my cup of tea. Doesn't matter, I just want to hear your thoughts. This is something a little bit more intensive in terms of a breakdown, and hopefully this inspired you to actually film yourself, whether you're a speaker or a performer. And most of you are reluctant to film yourself and watch it after and totally tear it to shreds. This is a good wake-up call for you, for those of you that, you know who you are, that love to, do that when you look at yourself in the mirror. So, thank you guys again for your support, your continued support, even though the numbers aren't really optimal nowadays, considering how the algorithm is shifted, and many of you have lives and doing other things. And again, every ounce of support on this channel is extremely helpful, and we are making progress. We're slowly getting up to 30K subscribers and continuing to go up even more so. Ideally, we're trying to get to 100,000. Things get popping, but then again, it all depends on my schedule and what I'm able to put out for the weeks to come. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Be sure to throw a like if you like this stuff. Throw a like anyway. It'll make the algorithm appreciate my channel a little bit more. It's kind of how it works. And also slap that subscribe button if you haven't already, because majority of you watching this stuff aren't even subscribed. Why aren't you? You're wasting your time if you don't subscribe. And it doesn't really hurt you at all, really. But again, do everything you can to make YouTube notice me. And in such, I'll be able to churn out even greater content just for you guys as a reward in doing so. And don't forget to share. If you know somebody that wants to get better, whether it be performing just for themselves, share this channel, share this video. Share all my stuff, really. Hypnotizing hot chicks on the beach? Why the hell not? Do it. And I'll see you guys in the next one, my loyal minions.